in the quiet, lush landscapes of Capiz, where the whisper of leaves and the distant call of nocturnal birds craft a serene symphony, dwells a story that chills the spine, the legend of the Aswang. Known widely across the Philippines, the Aswang is most famously associated with this province, intertwining deeply with its cultural fabric, painting its folklore with strokes of dread and curiosity. This feared creature, shape-shifting and sinister, prowls the liminal spaces of imagination and reality, deeply entrenched in the daily lives and cultural narrative of the Capizanos. In this exploration, we delve into how the folklore of the Aswang not only survives in modern Capiz, but also thrives, influencing social norms, injecting vitality into local tourism, and continually evolving within the societal landscape. The Aswang, a creature of many forms and fears, has roamed the tales of Philippine folklore for centuries. Described variably as a blood-sucking vampire, a bone-snapping ghoul, a self-segmenting viscera sucker, or a lycanthropic werebeast, its very name invokes fear and caution among the natives. Typically, this creature is believed to prey upon pregnant women and small children, using an elongated proboscis to extract the life force from its unsuspecting victims. Amidst its feared status, the Aswang also serves as a fascinating study of the Philippine myth-making process, reflecting deeply held social anxieties and the embodiment of evil. The legend of the Aswang, although deeply rooted in pre-colonial times, was significantly shaped by the Spanish during their colonization of the Philippines. The Spanish missionaries often used local folklore, including Aswang stories, to promote Christianity. By depicting the Aswang as demonic, they created an other to be feared and repelled, effectively using the creature as a metaphorical device to solidify their cultural and religious influence over the Filipino people. This colonial legacy has left a deep imprint on how the Aswang is perceived and represented in the cultural psyche of Capiz, weaving into it narratives of resistance and conformity. Folklore, particularly in tightly knitted communities like those in Capiz, operates not just as entertainment but as a potent social tool. The Aswang stories, with their moral and ethical underpinnings, function as informal societal controls. They shape behavior and communal norms, often used by elders to deter wandering children at night, or by the community to ostracize nonconformists, branding them metaphorically as Aswangs. Such narratives are instrumental in maintaining order and teaching values, illustrating not only the fear of the mythical creature, but also instilling a fear of social ostracization. Often dubbed as the Aswang capital of the Philippines, wears this identity with a mix of resignation and pride. While the Aswang lore attracts a considerable amount of curiosity and tourism, it also brings with it a stigma, a shadow that looms over the province and its people. The locals of Capiz navigate this dichotomy daily, balancing the allure and the aspersions that come with their legendary association. This part of their identity significantly impacts how Capizanos perceive themselves and are perceived by outsiders, influencing everything from social interactions to economic opportunities. The mystique surrounding the Aswang has turned Capiz into a hotspot for dark tourism, where people are drawn to locations renowned for their macabre or supernatural associations. Sites purported to be frequented by Aswangs, themed festivals like the Aswang Festival, and guided mystic tours are part of an unconventional tourist itinerary that promises both thrill and cultural immersion. This peculiar niche in tourism has spurred local economies but also raised questions about ethical implications and the sustainability of exploiting cultural myths for profit. Despite the march of modernity, Aswang stories are not relics of the past but living elements of contemporary Capiz culture. Many locals still claim encounters or know someone who has, keeping the narrative alive and evolving. These stories, often shared during community gatherings, continue to reinforce the presence of the Aswang, weaving it firmly into the region's social fabric. These personal accounts serve as a bridge between generations, ensuring the perpetuation and evolution of the Aswang lore in Capiz. In modern media, the Aswang has transcended local folklore to become a figure in mainstream Philippine cinema and literature, often portrayed with a blend of horror and intrigue. Movies, TV shows, and books depicting Aswangs reflect, reinforce, and sometimes reshape the folklore, impacting its perception on a national scale. This portrayal in popular media not only keeps the myth alive, but also allows for reinterpretation and critique, helping to adapt an ancient narrative to contemporary sensibilities. As Capiz continues to grapple with its identity and the economic benefits of its mythical fame, the future of the Aswang folklore remains vibrant and intriguing. Discussions are ongoing about how to preserve this cultural heritage while ensuring that it remains respectful and sensitive to the community's values and history. The dynamism of the Aswang legend, therefore, not only speaks to the past, but also to the future, showcasing a folklore that adapts, resists, and persists, much like the people of Capiz themselves. In the heart of the Philippines, Capiz beckons, not just with its myths, but with its mesmerizing landscapes and warm, welcoming people. The stories of the Aswang are but one aspect of this rich province, where tradition and modernity blend seamlessly. Whether you're a folklore enthusiast, a lover of nature, or someone in search of a new cultural experience, Capiz offers an array of activities. From the serene rivers and verdant mountains to the bustling markets filled with local crafts and cuisines, every corner of Capiz tells a story. Join us under the starlit skies for festivals that celebrate both the supernatural and the earthly. Dive into the history that shaped these lands and interact with the locals who keep these stories alive. Visit Capiz for an unforgettable experience that transcends the tales of the Aswang. Experience the warmth, the excitement, and the mystery of Capiz. We're waiting for you.